Welcome to Political Sin, where we try to figure out the truth. So this video, I want to talk about, the DOJ, the Justice Department, is actually suing Google over antitrust issues, and Project Veritas James O'Keefe, who has been releasing videos of basically really high up people that works for Google explaining to you essentially how they can censor you, and how a lot of these videos, a lot of these ads, there's actually humans watching these ads, and they are the gatekeepers of whether or not you can promote whatever it is that you are promoting. And they censor hate speech. The problem is a lot of hate speech, they're actually fusing hate speech with conservative values. So let's say if you're a Christian, you don't believe in gay rights, or you don't believe in being gay or anything like that, they'll probably won't let you, place those ads out there. And Google is pretty much, I forgot the number. They're 90% of the ads that's on the internet or something like that, or on Google, on search engines or something like that. Or just disregard what I just said with that. Google, pretty much, they are acting as a monopoly, and they're the gatekeepers of the information that you put out there. In this video, this new video, which by Project Veritas, which this is their third video. So I will link this tweet below. I'll link Project Veritas for you guys in the description. If you guys want to go watch the video, I don't want to keep sharing other people's stuff. I want to give it is just due. If you guys want to watch it yourself, this video, it's explaining to you that Google's algorithm and stuff, it's biased one way. It's biased in a way where it leads you a certain path. And it could kind of, the same thing with Twitter. It makes certain voices louder. It makes other voices lower. At the end of this video, he actually talks about how he feels like if he came out as a Trump supporter, he'd probably get fired at Google. I don't know about you guys, but if you vote for someone or if you promote a certain candidate, you shouldn't be fired for it. Unless you are a person who's come out and you are for a KKK, all this stuff, or you're for Duke, what's his name? Duke, whatever, who was a previous KKK member. That makes a lot more sense. But as a Trump supporter, they've been playing this narrative that he's a racist and all that stuff. He's already denounced white supremacy multiple times. They keep pushing him on this narrative. His policies speak for itself with the First Step Act. He keeps talking about low black unemployment, low Hispanic unemployment. These types of things, to me, at least on a policy level, it doesn't make any sense to say that you're a racist. And there's peace in the Middle East, UAE deals with Israel, all this stuff. Even if you are a Trump supporter, or you're someone that supports Trump, or you're going to vote for him, I align where personally I'm going to vote for him because, one, he is the better alternatives. Every 4 years, they only give us two choices, right? And I usually tend to stay out of the elections, but this election, the Democrats to me, have gotten way too far away from facts, and they're way more conspiratorial or whatever. And a lot of the mainstream media is really just backing them up. That, and the fact that Donald Trump's policies themselves, not his behavior to me is too much. It's too much. He needs to scale it back, but you accept the good with the bad, and his policies are really good. His policies, I agree with most of his policies. I like where his administration is going with a lot of things. I'm voting on the policies that I like from Trump, and I'm voting basically because I don't like the rhetoric. I don't like all the things that the Democrats have been doing the past 4 years. If I come out and say that I'm a Trump supporter and I try to get an ad, hey, look, please vote for Trump or whatever, you have these people at Google telling you these are the people that can prevent you from posting ads to help vote for your candidate. So they have the ability to not let you get information out. So essentially they can say, oh, they can let people, they could control competition too, So if they believe in this other company, let's just say if Google was in support of one company, or they're invested in a company, and you have this competitor company, this is just hypothetical, guys. So hypothetically, they can stop their competition from posting ads onto their site, and whichever company maybe Google is invested in or working with, they could let them promote their ads. These people that work in Silicon Valley, they're mostly a bunch of liberals. They're mostly people, in one of these videos that Project Veritas actually dropped, they talked about how Trump won in 2016. And then a lot of the workers, they cried, and that's pretty pathetic, honestly. How you gonna cry because Donald Trump won? And that's how democracy works. That's a good thing, whether you agree with Trump or not. That's just how the Democratic Republic works. You vote someone in, and the people obviously are sick of, the Obama administration. Anything establishment related, people are going to be angry about that. And so this tells you at least that democracy works, and that we have trust in the system that at least elects someone that is in a representative system. I'll link this video below. They have other videos. I think they're going to drop more videos. So I hope you guys check that out. I think a lot of people, they go after Project Veritas saying they're fake, they're misleading. I don't think there's anything misleading about a legitimate video where they have the actual guy saying these things, and then the media, then all people, they try to gaslight you saying this is misleading, this is not true, when it's coming directly from the people and is verified. And then James O'Keefe says that they verify, they corroborate all these things before they drop a video. So if they do lie, they could get sued, which they claim that they've never lost a lawsuit. To me, it seems like they are legitimate. This is legitimate. The things that they are, all these investigative videos, undercover, these are legitimate. And I get to see them. They are saying this, and they verify them as this person that works for Google. That's how they do all their videos. There was a video on Jeffrey Epstein on, I forgot, what was it on, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC or something, where that news anchor said that, man, we had this Jeffrey Epstein a story years ago. They kind of squashed it. No one released it, and that was by Project Veritas. So this kind of tells you, they are for truth. They're for truth, and I feel like I align with that. I'm for someone that wants to get the truth out there. I want to get the best understanding of this out there. If that makes me right-leaning, screw it. That makes me right-leaning. But am I going to go out there and just defend, Democrats, this, Democrats, that, Republican, we are team Republican? I'm not that guy. I have some conservative leaning values. I have things that tend to lean to the right, but that doesn't mean that, I can't call out, people on the right or the left. This isn't a thing, that, we have to be part of a team where we defend every single thing that the whole team does. That is not, I don't believe most of us are not like that. And it tells us in the percentage of people that don't vote, which is around 40%, or some huge number. And guess what? A lot of Trump voters are people that haven't voted, or a lot more. Recently, I did a video about how there's more Republican registered voters than there are Democrats. That since March, a lot more people are signing and registering as Republicans. So Google is a problem. Monopolies, that is one thing. I am pro-capitalist, but I understand that a pure capitalism, laissez-faire, has issues, and monopolies is one of those issues. Too much market share is an issue. If you own 95% of the ad space, you control it. You're controlling everything. You're a monopoly. So there has to be regulations. I know people on the right don't like regulations, or libertarians don't like regulations, but I'm for regulations. I'm for things when it gets out of hand, when people have way too much power. We gotta, you know, checks and balances, man. Balance the power out. You know that I'm for that. I'm still pro-capitalist though, but I understand when people have way too much power and they have the ability to censor you, like the way that all these social media companies has, and all these big tech companies have. We need to do something about it, and that is what I'm for. I'm for the truth. I'm for these things, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like the video, comment what you guys think about Google being exposed. What do you think about the DOJ going after Google? But yeah, let me know. Share the video, like the video, comment. We all die, and I'm sitting here every day like talking about politics, talking about the news and stuff, because I feel like this is something that is a huge danger to society, because history repeats itself. If people are not informed, then people will make the same mistakes again. And that's part of the reason why I do this. So please, realize that you die and you got to fulfill whatever purpose in your life is. And I think mine is partially doing this. So, if you don't like the world you live in, do something about it. Find what it is that you want to do in your life. And I'll see you guys on the next one.